Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. We've been having some Comcast issues this morning, and it's weird because they sent me an email not even a half hour ago saying that they were sorry for the service interruptions. There was an outage in the area, but I was fine. So I don't know. Maybe it's just some parts that are out and others are not, but I seem to be fine. I hope I'm not. Oh, I bet let me just be quiet. I might actually go out. Let me just shut up about it. So anyway, we're going to talk about a second moon. NASA recently came out to say that Earth has two moons. Now, why now? Why now? I mean, many of us saw something else up in the sky. I know I have seen it, and some of you probably seen it too. Because sometimes I would look up and I was like, okay, I know that's the moon, but what is that? You know, but why now? They said it's been there for 60 years. 60 years. And they're now trying to share this piece of information with the public now. That just seems very odd. So anyway, they said it's going to be there until 2083 and then it will start drifting away from Earth. So let me go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. All right, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you.
Apparently, NASA says Earth now has two moons until the year 2083, and that's wrong. We have 9. No, that's not true, kinda. Just this week, NASA announced that they discovered an object that's also orbiting the sun in a way that keeps it close to Earth, kinda making it seem like it hovers nearby Earth, kinda like a moon. But it's not really. It's a quasi-moon, or more accurately, it's a friendly asteroid that's hanging out with us in space. It's about 19 meters in diameter, and based on its orbit, scientists think that it's actually been orbiting with us for over 60 years, and it should hang out with us in space for another 126 or so. And it is small and farther away in space than our moon, so at no point would you see this without a telescope. And no, it's not going to affect the tides in any way. And like I mentioned, it's not alone. We actually have 7 more quasi-satellites orbiting with us. Some of them have been orbiting with us for thousands of years. But the only true moon is the best moon. This girl.
So NASA is saying that our Earth has another moon. This is cool, but also a bit of a problem for Muslims. How are we handling this? Who do we need to talk to? What does this mean for all of our months? Do we go by the old moon or the new moon? I need to know. Someone help me out.
Today, NASA officially announced an incredible discovery. 3I divided by Atlas, a visitor from beyond our solar system, has re-entered our observational field of view. Scientists say it is no ordinary comet. Its trajectory, velocity, and composition differ from all known celestial bodies. Even more bizarrely, 3I divided by Atlas seems to remember the path it took during its last passage through the solar system. In other words, it may be consciously repeating its journey. NASA data indicates it traversed the edge of the galaxy at astonishing speeds, releasing gases containing molecular structures never before detected on Earth. These molecules can self-reassemble under extreme cold conditions, resembling primordial templates for life forms. Some scientists propose a bold hypothesis. This might not be a mere comet, but some kind of information carrier. It travels through the cosmos, bearing chemical signals from other civilizations, like a message in a bottle, only drifting not across oceans, but across galaxies.
So now NASA is trying to make us believe that the Earth has 2 moons, and those 2 moons will be together until the year 2083. And this shouldn't come out as a surprise with all the other things that's been happening. But get this, NASA is also saying that moon that new moon has already been here for 60 years. Now, if you remember last year, September, NASA said the same exact thing. They said it would be a second moon visible, and that moon would stay until November of 2024. But now they're saying that this moon, the new moon that's next to the moon, is going to be here till 2083, and it's been here for 60 years already. Where's the truth at? With all the crazy shit that's going on up in space, you got 3i Atlas that's supposed to be here between this month and next month. And they don't know if that's an asteroid or the gray people or the green people. And now they expect us to believe that a moon that's been here for 60 years is sitting next to the moon that we see every single day. Now get this, they're calling this moon a near-Earth asteroid. This asteroid is gonna orbit the sun, but stay close to Earth. That don't seem strange to y'all? It actually seems like a lot of me. It also seems like something else is going on. Something bigger has to be going on. 3i Atlas, new moon, something bigger is going on. I'm out.
Earth have two moons. You might have seen the headlines, Earth has a new moon, but don't get too excited. It's not a second moon, it's something called a quasi-moon. They're rare and easy to miss. Tiny shadows trailing our world. Meet 2025 PN7, a small asteroid only a few dozen meters wide. It doesn't orbit Earth directly like our moon does. Instead, it orbits the sun, but in almost the same path and speed as Earth. Think of it like a cosmic echo, always close, never caught. From our point of view, it seems to circle us. In reality, both Earth and the asteroid are just moving together around the sun, locked in a slow cosmic dance, a delicate balance, written in gravity and time. Scientists call these co-orbital companions. They come and go, staying near Earth for decades or centuries before drifting away. 2025 PN7 will likely hang around until about the year 2083, then slip out of sync and continue its journey alone. Another visitor passing through the endless dark. So no, Earth doesn't have two moons. It has one true moon, and sometimes a tiny visitor keeping pace beside us. They're not captured satellites, they're travelers, reminding us that even our stable orbit has company.
Here go the bullshit. NASA just came out and said that now we have two moons. Yes, Earth has a second moon. And I ain't talking about Twilight. Discovered a quasi-moon. Now it's called 2025 PN7. It's about 60 foot wide that loops around the sun and sync in with the Earth. So it make it appear like it's a second moon. And they said it's gonna be with us to 2083. Yo, they just be making up shit now, like. So the moon just was like, all right, y'all, we gonna be there to 2083, we dipping. How do they know this? Remember in Chicago when they showed that they had seen that moon, them two moons over the buildings? Remember when it had jumped over? Yeah. Then all the science people was making up these excuses, and all the theory people was making up these excuses. Man, these days it started to get so science fiction. I have been seeing two moons, one in the daytime, one at night. Oh, they think they slick. What if this like a planet for the rich? Now, I don't know why they trying to come out with this now, but it's like, they really trying to distract us from what the hell going on today, that cyber attack.
Didn't I tell y'all heifers that I saw a second moon last year, sometime around this time? When I told y'all I saw a second moon, I was not capping. I was not joking around. So now, scientists recently discovered a Quasi-Moon near Earth, which is a small asteroid which they're now calling 2025 PN7. It has been orbiting our sun in synchronization with Earth for about 60 years, they say, and will likely continue to do so until, get this, 2083. The Quasi-Moon is, however, not gravitationally bound to Earth, and it's a tag-along. So guys, I was not way off at all. I was right. So now scientists have proven it. Yes, yes. Didn't I tell you all? Didn't I tell you all heifers that were in my comments talking crap? Go back and watch my video. You will see there is a second moon. Probably we can't see it now because probably it depends on how far away it is, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, depends on the orbit that we're in at the time or how close we are to the moon at that given moment in time. Okay, during the orbit of Earth around the sun. Okay guys, that's all I had to say. Love you, bye. Let's see what else is gonna be happening, because of course, we have new visitors in our solar system, and I believe the sky will be very active. So for all my sky watchers out there like myself, let's see what's gonna happen. Let's keep watching. Okay, love you, bye. Mwah.
What you mean Earth got 2 moons? What you... Not right now, it don't. No. Mm-mm. That's no moon. That's a collective hallucination because, baby, something ain't right.
So, is it me, or is 2025 just getting a bit more out of control? NASA is now trying to tell us that Earth has 2 moons. And what makes this story even more crazier is the fact that the 2 moons are supposed to stay together till the year 2083. So is anyone out there shocked or surprised by the latest news? One of the wildest parts of the story is the fact that NASA claims that this moon has been with us for over 60 years. But to refresh your memory, if you can recall, back last year around September, NASA claimed the same thing. Their claim was very simple. The second moon would only stay until around November of the year 2024. So now they've changed the whole game, and they claim that this new moon is going to be here till the year 2083. Now put this in the back of your mind. This is a moon that allegedly has been here for 60 years. That's what they're claiming. That it's been sitting next to the original moon, but I guess when we looked up into the sky, we just never saw it. And think about this, with all the wild and crazy stuff that's already happening in space. You have 3I Atlas that's also allegedly supposed to be here sometime at the end of this month or possibly even next month. It keeps changing. And they tell you that it's a comet. I showed you this yesterday. Does that look like a comet to you? They're actually claiming that this other moon here is a near-Earth asteroid. It's supposed to be orbiting around the sun, but stay very, very close to Earth. This doesn't just seem weird to anyone. It seems very, very weird to me. This is also leading me to believe that something bigger is actually happening. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that something bigger is actually going on? I mean, think about it. 3I Atlas, a second moon, going to be here for a while? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Did you know we actually have 2 moons until 2083? And in fact, it's been there for 60 years already? I'm meteorologist Todd Gross, and NASA confirms it. There's actually a little tiny chunk of rock, a little asteroid that's outside of the orbit of the moon that is traveling with Earth as we revolve around the sun, as our orbit continues until 2083 when we're going to depart. It's not gravitationally bound to Earth, so it's not a true moon, but it is in our vicinity for many years to come, and has been for 60 years past, and it's going to be for another 50 years or so moving forward, which is really interesting. So we don't have one moon, we have 2 moons, and there's actually a few more that hardly count at all because they're really, really tiny, but this is the notable one that is now being considered the true quasi-moon until 2083. Not a threat to Earth, being outside the orbit of the moon, of course, but interesting enough, we have 2 moons in a way, not one.
We have space news, everybody. Space is up there being weird like it always is. NASA officially announced and confirmed that the Earth now has 2 moons until 2083. Did you hear that? We have 2 moons now. Earth, I feel like you should have consulted with us before making a decision like this. This is not something you just do on your own. It's not just about you, Earth. You've got billions of different life forms living on the planet. You can't just do stuff without talking to us. Astronomers have spotted a quasi-moon near Earth, and the small space rock has likely been hanging out near our planet unseen by telescopes for about 60 years, according to new research. So you're telling me the FBI can pull up every single nude I've ever sent out, and the whole time there's a second moon just hiding out and nobody knew about it for 60 whole years? Somebody's lying. The newly discovered celestial object named 2025 PN7 is a type of near-Earth asteroid that orbits the sun but sticks close to our planet. Like our world, 2025 PN7 takes 1 year to complete an orbit around the sun. If it's a second moon, is it revolving around the sun or is it revolving around Earth? Because moons are satellites, they revolve around the planets, not the sun. Quasi-moons differ from temporary mini-moons that occasionally orbit Earth, such as 2024 PT5. Why is this my first time hearing about 2024 PT5? Which circled the planet for 2 months in 2024. Where was I at when this was happening? And could be an ancient fragment that was blasted off of our primary moon. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that our moon is just like messy? It doesn't clean up after itself. It has fragments just being blasted all around space. And then we have to deal with it. Well, there you have it. We have a second moon for the next couple decades. I don't know how this is going to affect the environment. I don't know what this is going to do to like the tide levels, the sea levels. Maybe Miami and New Orleans really will sink. And New York too.
Have you been feeling extremely exhausted lately? I did tell y'all it's harvesting season, so you gotta protect your energy, because they most definitely pulling on ours right now. A lot of people been waking up tired, still tired after they done rested. I knew something was off the other night. I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I'm a night owl. This is to be expected though, honestly, because every single time the collective decides to rise, they come in heavy with the distractions, as I told y'all they would. Said they was gonna hit us with back-to-back celebrity deaths. Check. In that program of fear, lack, and scarcity, food stamps being cut. Check. Still throwing narratives out there to cause division amongst the collective. Check. Let me show y'all another reason why we've been so exhausted. Y'all check this out. I might not be the brightest crayon in the box, but I ain't never seen the moon do no shit like that. Really, the system's showing you what's already shifting. Now, of course, I come across this where it says NASA confirms Earth now has 2 moons until the year 2083. Is that so? Leave it to NASA, that's called a quasi-moon, and that's a cute name and all that, but we already know that's not really what's going on there. It's like the sun, you know? There's real ones, and there's that fake one. Same shit with the moon. I've been saying for a long time, we are in a binary solar system, meaning there's more than one energy source that's orbiting us. When you have multiple suns or multiple moons, knowing how connected they both are to the Earth, the effects that they have on the Earth as well as us. Don't you think you're gonna feel it? Feel it all in your body, your nervous system, your energy centers. As y'all know, the Earth is rising, which means we are rising with it. But with that comes, like I said, the distractions, the frequency war. That's what it's about, frequency. So they trying to pull us back down because they know we ascended. Now, in regards to that video that I just had up here, what y'all think is going on there? Because to me, I'm just saying, this is just my opinion. It reminds me of what I've been talking about in a lot of my videos as far as Project BB. I could be wrong though. I'm just asking. You leave it to NASA, they gonna say that's like space debris or reflection off of the foam that made the moon jump from one side to the next. For the ones still in that slumber, they gonna hear that and be like, oh, I see how.
So y'all, I don't know. I mean, what are they doing? What are they doing? Just telling us this stuff? Or is this just another way of distracting us from what's really going on? I don't know. But NASA, I thought y'all were shut down and you weren't doing any information, but I guess you still are, just not on 3i Atlas, but on anything else, yes. So, y'all, I mean, look, I guess we'll find out a lot of things now that the government is shut down. We'll find out a lot more, but this is just another way of saying, Donald Trump, we haven't forgotten about them Epstein files, showing us some quasi-moon And you think we're not going to remember the Epstein files? We remember the Epstein files, which I suspect you are destroying behind the scenes while the government is shut down. I really believe he's destroying everything. But we shall see. But yes, this is definitely another distraction. It is. If it's been there for 60 years, they had ample time to tell us about the second moon long before now. How convenient. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude, ladies and gentlemen. I got my next live stream coming up at 3:45. So I hope you all can be there. And today I will definitely be showing you the hailstorm that hit Oklahoma City, and the people there saying this is absolutely unheard of for them to get hail like that this time of the year. But we know that these things are occurring. They don't care. The Most High is definitely got a hand in changing how the weather is being seen on this earth. I mean, look, the floods I was showing you out of New Jersey, that was unheard of. The parts that were getting flooded, they never got flooded before. Never. But they are getting flooded now. So there's a lot of things changing on this earth. It's not just Oklahoma, it is everywhere. So I got that coming up. I have people complaining about Trump's economy being so terrible, and also additional videos on people joining the holiday boycott. So those are the things that will be coming up today. So I hope to see you all back again. And I deeply appreciate y'all have really been bombarding my store. Thank you. I mean, look, if that's how you want to show your support, I deeply appreciate it. And I will keep you posted on the things that are happening. So y'all, I do have one thank you right here. Let's see. Thaddeus D. Peterson, 1990. Jesus spoke of wormwood. This could be it. NASA lies. Yeah. Yeah, they lie and they hide things. And thank you for your support for my channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I cuz people been asking me about the hair gel. The hair gel will be back tomorrow. It will be back tomorrow. So if you were looking for it, it will be back on display and listed on my Etsy site tomorrow. So thank you, everybody, and I will definitely see you later. Shalom, family. Yeah, I mean, I have shampoo. Okay. If you go back over there, Patricia, if it's not listed, I will list the shampoo. I do have shampoo. It may have ran out on Etsy, but I'll put it back up. Shalom, family.